Idaho Falls Pediatrics, proudly supporting kids in our community, and 7 Questions with Emmy.
Hey guys, welcome back to 7 Questions with Emmy. My guest today is Colleen Worthington. Her and her husband Gary are the founders of Kneaders, a bakery and cafe with locations in Idaho, Utah, Nevada, Colorado, Texas, and Arizona. Colleen just released Kneaders Cookbook, a celebration of our recipes and memories. Colleen, thank you so much for chatting with me today.
It is such a pleasure to get to meet you, Emmy, and to talk with you today. Thank you.
Are you ready to get started with
Yep,
the questions?
let's go.
Okay, question number 1. How did you come up with all the yummy recipes to put in your cookbook?
Well, some people think that must be easy, but it is so hard because every time I make a recipe, I have to make it probably 10 or 15 times, 20 times. And when we put it in the cookbook or use it in the store, it's more like 100 times that I'm making the recipe. So it takes a long time, but I look through magazines. So I go on the airplane and I just tear out anything I think I'm interested in and read the recipe and think, oh, that wouldn't hardly work at Kneaders that way, so we'll make it another way, and then we begin on all the times of making it. So it's just getting ideas in my head.
That's cool.
Yeah.
This is what the book looks like, so if you want to buy it, you definitely should. Yeah.
There we go.
Because it's amazing. We read through it, and I was like, Mom, we need to take pictures of this. Okay. Question number 2. What are some of your favorite recipes that are in this book?
Oh, my very most favorite is raspberry bread pudding. Have you ever had that, Emmy, at Kneaders?
No.
Oh, I'll have to hook you up with it before you leave today. It is so good. When we very first started Kneaders, I got really sick. And one of my neighbors brought me some raspberry bread pudding. And then afterwards, she wrote me a little note and said, you should make this at your bakery. And we did. We started making it. It's so delicious. That's my very most favorite. Soup, artichoke portobello soup in here. Love, love, love that. There are lots of dips to use with bread. There's a basil one with sun-dried tomatoes. We don't sell it at the bakery, but people who buy our wonderful bread, there's a whole section there of things that they could make that would go good with the bread, and I would really recommend that one. It looks like a wreath on it, and so it looks like Christmas time. Yep.
We have Christmas stuff in the background already. It's never too early.
I like your thinking, I do.
What made you decide to put together a cookbook?
Well, my family said, we need a cookbook, Mom, and so we started on it on our 20th birthday, and it's taken us clear till 25 plus a little to get that cookbook put out. But they wanted to have the recipes and to share them. Lots of things we've done for a while and then we've stopped. And so we have people all the time that are calling us on the telephone saying, oh, I really want that recipe for the broccoli soup. Or I really want the recipe for that you did a promotion on. And will you give us that recipe? And so they thought this would be an easy way to get it out to all of those people.
Everyone knows Kneaders for their yummy food. What are some of your most popular items and why are they so delicious?
Well, turkey bacon avocado sandwiches, everyone loves that. Everybody loves it. The pesto panini, people love that a lot too. I think the reason people like things at Kneaders is they're made fresh for them. It's hard to beat fresh. We make our bread every single solitary night. We've got the bakers back there right now getting the bread ready to bake. And it's made with 3 ingredients, flour, water, salt, for the most part. If it's Asiago cheese bread, it's flour, water, salt, Asiago, and Parmesan cheese. But even though we make a lot of desserts, they don't have preservatives in them. They just have simple ingredients like cane sugar or flour or something like that. And they're just really simple recipes, but they have a lot of flavor to them.
Yeah. And they're good. They're really good.
So what's your favorite thing at Kneaders, Emmy?
That's hard. I can't pick. I love your sugar cookies so much.
I love the decorations on them. Yeah, they're great.
I can't pick just one though. Like everything's so good here. Your sandwiches. We actually bought some and brought them home the other day. And I I brought one for lunch, but I ate all of them in a day.
I'm so glad you like them.
They're really.
That's really fun.
Yeah, we just keep coming back.
I love it.
I love to bake. What tips do you have for someone who's a little nervous about baking food because they're nervous that they will mess it up?
Oh, so we train a lot of people how to bake, and I didn't know these things before I started having Kneaders. Because I used to just, if it called for flour, I'd get the flour out, and then I'd measure it and put it in. If it called for sugar, then I'd go get the sugar. And so it's so much easier if you just get all the ingredients and put them right by you. But then when you're done with that ingredient, you put it up so you don't get confused where you are in the recipe, right? And then the other thing that I've learned is it takes me a long time to get the recipe just right. So I want it to be successful the very first time, for sure, but it hardly ever is. So I make notes, I write and say, I wish I would have cooked it a little hotter speed, hotter temperature, or I wish I would have added a little bit more salt to it.
Yeah.
And then next time I make it, I follow those things, but then I'm going to make it again another time. And so I think just in everyday cooking, after about 4 times, I'm able to get the recipe, so I'm really proud to give it to anyone. So just don't be afraid. Everybody's going to make mistakes. So there's just don't be afraid about making a mistake.
And once you keep trying, you make it perfect.
Yeah.
Like
try
all of
again.
Food. For someone who has never been to Kneaders, why should they come?
Oh, I think because it's so warm and toasty inside. You'll enjoy the decorations, the yummy food, the pastries, and the people that are here, that work here. I just absolutely love them. They're so wonderful.
I wish I lived here. It's awesome here.
Yeah.
You're already decorating for Christmas, and there's yummy food. I'd never starve or anything.
I know. It'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I'll put you down to call when you're 16, okay? You'll come work for us?
I'll take the job.
Okay.
Question number 7. You are a successful businesswoman, mother, grandmother, baker, and now author. What is a piece of advice you could share on how to be successful in life?
You know, I was just thinking about it and decided that working hard at something you want to do is really, really important. And the other thing is being kind to people along the way. So if you got to be really successful at something and everybody didn't like you and they wouldn't even be happy for you and you wouldn't be happy either. So I wish there are times when I think I could have been kinder and nicer to people. And everybody's going to make mistakes. And so we just have to go past the mistake and look on and love people. Just love on them.
Yeah. Thank you so much for talking with me.
Oh, Emmy, it was my pleasure. It was for me.
So
that
fun.
Was good.
We do the peanut butter and jelly contest every year.
Oh. Have you ever won yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, tell me about one of the ones you've made, the peanut butter and jelly.
I've made a breakfast one with like Nutella and bananas and fruits and stuff.
Oh, I wish I would have judged. That sounds so good to me.
Next year.
Okay, well, I'll have to come up next year when they do it. I'll look for you.
I'll definitely be there.
Okay, you remind me about it, okay?
Okay, I will.
Awesome. Thank you.
Bye. Oh, and make sure you come to Kneaders and get the cookbook. Yeah. Bye. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, new 7 questions and interviews are posted every Thursday. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Love you guys. Bye.
Idaho Falls Pediatrics proudly supporting kids in our community and 7 questions with Emmy.